Not sure exactly what the point is. That thing never used to be in there, so it used to just be made like to keep explorers out, but then they put this pipe through it. It sort of made it relevant. It's not a litter trap, I mean, unless that, I don't know how they're going to get up here. They haven't put like an entrance in here, so I had to take my pants off for this. Just one bunny man.
And I think not long after we met, then winter came along and we did nothing for like 6 months because the weather was shit, and I used to play football.
Keep going.
Here's a few more Cobra stories.
Fog. Tunnel rat.
Cobra came up with a saying that became probably the most popular saying in the drone exploring world. One day we were talking about going in a drone.
Kind of a cock and balls.
And there was rain coming, and it just popped out. Hey, Dougal, when it rains, no drains. And that was it. Hopefully he gets to listen to this video one day, or watch it, and see how popular his saying became, because it's, all over the world. When it rains, no drains. Some people change it a bit, like no draining when it's raining, but anyone that changes it sucks. It's when it rains, no drains, people. Get it right. As I mentioned to Amebix earlier on in the video, Cobra's downfall came at the hands of his parents. At the same time that they found out he was going in drains, they also found these banana peels on his roof that he was drying out so he could smoke. I don't know how you do that. And they freaked out.
Looks like a fireman's hose. Is that some kind of weird tribute?
They were like, "My child is going in the tunnels to Satan, to hell," and all this. And they got their Greek Orthodox priest, took Cobra to his country property, and basically he stayed there for a couple of weeks for, to get some brainwashing. And eventually, months later, Wes and someone saw him at Flinders Street Station, and they went up and said hello. And he was like, "Oh mate, the drains were like a sickness." And he's never ever made a comeback, never spoken to anyone since. If he somehow sees this, please leave a message. It'd be great to hear how you're going, Cobra. Roscoe this year, like 2025, was at a training thing with work, and he thought he saw Cobra. He saw a guy that was like, in his 50s, had the same first name, and looked like a 50-year-old version of Cobra. But he hasn't followed up, so maybe he will. It's just a bit awkward to follow it up. Cobra used to love going far up drains. Like we had this thing like Clan Tomb, Dungeon, most of the long drains that he did, even Northcote Golf Course. Cobra would be like, "We need to go and finish Clan Tomb." And we're like, "We've been to the end." And he goes, "No, we have to go beyond the end." So that became another Cobra saying too. Like if you were going to go further up a drain, it was beyond the end. Which probably led to the Clanny Award Most Hardcore. I think we used to call it Goes Furthest or something at one stage.
Why not send Dism an email? I'll answer your threats and use salutations. I only gaze past here, but I'm already on this side. I didn't even know I was gay.
When it was just about drains, and it became hardcore when it was included all types of exploring. But that was based on Cobra, like he won it the first year, probably the first 2 years, won Most Hardcore. Once we were just inside the entrance of Clan Tomb, and it was just Cobra and I, and Cobra was riding on the wall, and I didn't know what I was doing. Then we just heard this "oi," and we spun around, and there was a male and female, what turned out to be undercover cops, standing on the other side of the water.
There was a big rock in the middle of the water there, and they were trying to get us to step on it more vigorous, and we're like, no, we'll get wet. And anyway, they were hassling us, and they go to Cobra, what were you writing on the wall? And he replied,
his classic Cobra voice, I just wrote that it was good. Like, I sort of had a chuckle even though we were about to get busted. And, you know, like that saying lasted for years. You know, whenever we found something good that we liked, we would say that, you know, I just wrote that it was good. And people who didn't know us were like, these guys talk like, you know, kindergarten kids. Anyway, the cops were like, come out here. And then, so we walked right to the very entrance, and we're still like a few metres from them. They're saying, come over here. And we were like, we can't do that. And they're like, yeah, you can, come over here. And so we just started walking in the tunnel saying, no, we can't do that. And we just kept walking. And it's weird watching back, and you could see this perfect circle of daylight, you know, as if when you're looking at a drain with these two cops, they're really frustrated, pacing up and down, like thinking, oh, should we jump on the rock or not? But they didn't have it in them to, you know, jump on the rock and get across to us. So, yeah, we just walked up, and there's this really cool, easy exit. If you're skinny, I couldn't do it nowadays. Not too far up Clanturn, we got out, and yeah, it was cool. It's always good to escape from the authorities using drains. Yep, so Miss Cobra, I miss Blade. I recently made contact with Blade again, but he didn't seem real comfortable about doing this, so I have found the old Drain Dwellers message tape, which I'm about to go and convert to digital. So anything you hear from now on will probably be Cobra and Blade from 1988 or something. So yeah, sit back and enjoy.
what the... I was not expecting this. So... oh wow. Cock and balls. Okay. So that's a bonus. I was wondering, I sort of mentioned to people, do they join up? Green and that walked... Green, you walked all the way through here, and you said they didn't join up. That's the new tunnel that I was pointing out at the beach room thing. That sort of does a crossover. So that makes this even more interesting in my opinion. Well done. Merry Christmas. 24th of the 12th. And you guys were here 5 days ago. Oh, well, that's interesting. I like that. That just makes things better, in my opinion. You can see they've cut another section out, so the cuts. Can anyone see the skull? There's my finger. Does it look like a skull to you? So this is that section where I was surprised that they joined back up. So main tunnel runs across here. The other one, Chris's, comes in over there, and then through out here.
Hello, and I'm Ninja from the Drain Dwellers.
And I'm Cobra from the Drain Dwellers.
And we're here to tell you about the Drain Dwellers.
Yes, we are here. My specific task is I go in front of the drain, and I lead front, you know. I lead in the front. I lead in the front, and I lead sort of expedition with Doggo Clip Clan, and we pass messages if any pipes or or any holes or any waves come, we pass on the back, and so we are good organization,
What kind of equipment do you carry?
I was always carry, always. I always carry a torch, always was carry a torch. And so yeah, the backup torch, we always carry a bucket because, yeah, of course, we always carry spray cans. I mean, it's not then texters, you know, because we can't afford stray cans, you know, all the time because no food, you know, money goes, no work, you know, we need texters too. Um, yeah, we always go on small trains sometimes, you know, sometimes trains get really small, you know, we get to crawl sometimes in the rain, you know, really good, but you know, you should, you know, really good trains, very, very good, you know. Very, very good. I tell you, we always explore to what we can. No, we don't push ourselves, you know, but we explore a lot. You know, I'll leave it up to you now, Cobra, on me, Ninja. Go now, your turn.
What happens to stay at the back,
And you bring up prayer.
right?
You bring up prayer.
Yeah, bring up the rear. And I'll keep an eye on the boys between Cobra and myself. Sometimes they tend to do specific things that aren't supposed to be done. Usually keep in contact via walkie-talkies to avoid any confusion of what they say in the drains.
Yes, we get explosives just in case, you know, any trouble.
I bring all the heavy equipment. I bring all the like emergency stuff, you could say. You know, I like the ambulance above the gate, you know, police all in one. I bring the knives, the first aid kits, survival kits, carry the torches and spray cans, spanners, tools, fathers, hats.
We are
M16s,
we are very professional. No bullshit. No, we're very professional. You know, we don't do for fun. Just sometimes for fun, but sometimes.
It's half fun, half curiosity. We don't stop until 4 p.m. whether we're dying or not.
We got it in us. I mean, we got in blood. That's it.
Blood, you know, blood.
That's it.
No, we haven't got blood, we've got brain water.
Yes. Yes. Beyond there, you know, as we call it, the underworld. We you know, we know anything about things. You know, a lot of things.
Well,
Okay. So this is an old school cave plan party zone. So the water is quite unique. I mean, it does happen in a couple of places, but not as cool as this, where the water all diverts in through a little pipe. And this spot is dry, and we'd carpet it. Yeah, we had a couple of parties in here, or 2 parties in here. We used to call it the waiting room. It's probably got another name now, but it was always a waiting room to us. There used to be a sign in the middle of it that would say, you know, the waiting room. I think it was called the waiting room because when we took people here, we'd been here before, a couple of guys like, oh no, we're going to wait till you come back. Cave plan, old school. It's not graffiti, it's a statement. Predator, full staircase upstream. Dogo completed Goldstone on the 23rd of the 2nd, 89. Show you photos later. 89. Geez, that's almost 36 years. Yours to keep, tape not included, message bag info, blah 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 blah. This is a spot where there was a message bag. There you go. The name of this darkie is, and you're welcome to go in on, Dweller's Tomb. What do you slot? What do you go on a slot? Someone's got that date or something. Oh, there you go. 5th of the 9th, 87. 23rd of the 2nd, 89. Wow, yeah, that's a long time ago. Then the other little pipe comes back in here, and back into it. I just wrote that the drain was good. That's a Cobra comment. The cops go to Cobra. What were you writing on the wall? And he said in his like strong Greek accent, I just wrote that this drain was good. Awesome and Moon. Awesome Moon Nota. Moon RIP. Not drain dwellers. Well, there you go. This is a video about drain dwellers. So, drain dwellers. Cobra. Cobra is like, so with Baylor. Cobra Baylor. Not fuck Cougar. RIP. Whose bones, they're back. Back, and I think they're gone again. Or one of them, I think they're both gone. I don't know. I'll try to keep out of it. I think that's mine. That's the stupid type of shit I used to do. Am I ever going to see your face again? No way, get fuck off. I don't know why we got into that for a little while. Cock and balls. Oh, there you go. This is the old shit that we talk about. How to meet the cave clan. Norfolk Golf Course Darkie. And it tells you how to get there and what to do, leave a message. Someone's updated it. PO box of blah blah blah. Ask for Georgie does ring. Yeah. Woody, Nice Silver Sloth, Duggo, Roscoe, and Mag. I remember that actually. I'll post a photo now of that. One of my favourite exploring photos. Woody, Nice Silver Sloth, Duggo, Roscoe, and Mag. Sixth of the first 91. I don't know if it's the 26th. Yeah, it looks like a 26th. The first 91, that's the photo I've got up now. This is my shit. Duggo, Woody and Sloth. I got into doing that shadow shit for a while, I don't know why. Beer is good. Mullet, rest in peace. Sydney CC. You know, I always like this little room. Race around the system. Oh wow, yeah, race around the system happened here. Guinea pigs, they were pretty cool. I like the guinea pigs. Alright, fuck, I spent too long in here.
Now we've joined up with the Cave Clan. So it's Drain Dwellers and the Cave Clan are together. Together, Drain Dwellers have explored over 25 darkness.
Well, whatever you want, small, big.
12 or 13 of those were Cave Clans, Drain Dwellers together, and the rest we did by ourselves.
There's the overflow, which just runs around it only goes for about 20 odd metres. Traditionally, it was always known as the waiting room, as far as I'm concerned, but yeah, anyway. I just like to try and teach you guys a little something every now and then. Cave Clan. 26 of the first 91. That was on our 5th anniversary.
As you're wondering about my accent, I am Greek. I'm a Greek.
You're studying myself.
No, I'm not an Indian. I'm Greek. I'm from Greece.
But what are your interests? Number one drain.
Number one drain is Muniponis. That one.
I mean, what's your interest? What's normal interest?
Normal, you know.
Every day, drains
music.
number one.
Music is my interest.
Yeah.
Great music.
So what's going to happen soon is the drain is going to start getting deep. I don't know if this is the start of it. But despite there being a heap of graffiti at that waiting room, there's only half a dozen pieces in the tunnel because the flooded outlet just seems to scare people away. quiet so I can put some more drain blower stuff over here.
Yeah, I mean, since we have joined up with Kit, we are simply the best gun explorers in the world, you could say. Because, there's just no, there is no other team at the moment. We are the best, we will always be the best.
Well, in the drain dwellers at the moment, there are 2.
Oh, Merry Christmas. I'm here on the 29th, I've just had Christmas.
Which are Cobra Ninja. In the Cave Clan, there are 3. Buggo, Woody Sloth.
No, it's Woody, that was love.
There's for young drain dwellers, we're about 15, 16, and we call them a special drain service.
Cock and balls.
And there are 3 of them.
They're very, very young.
They're still in training. And that's Stripe, Alien, Camo.
Cock and balls. Okay, here we go. See how the zoom works. Normally I would get really cool shots of people walking through the water and reflecting and the ripples but because I've lost amoebics, it ain't happening. Misfit and I did quite a few drains for a year or 2. I'm hoping to do a drain talk with him like in the next few months, hopefully, before this winter. He seems keen to do it. We might go out and do Leviathan. Not that it's a great drain or anything, but just we shot some video in there years ago and I kind of want to do a before and after. So hopefully we'll get that happening soon, Misfit. My thumbs are flicking the water up, my pants are fucking soaked. We've got more talk about drain dwellers.
You know what we're talking about, if you're serious in exploring drains, read through all paper and that. If you're not, please put it back. Because it's taken us a lot of time to get all this organised and a lot of money. It's
Yes, money. With the money to get to something.
Actually, I remembered where I wrote all those names, where it said the original, like back at the main room, and it said, all these old school names from decades before that thing was built. I'm pretty sure when at one of the gatherings, someone asked me who were the original members, blah, 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 blah. And I was writing them down on the wall so I could remember them. There you go. Back to drain dwellers.
right on the wall. Do you want to contact us? We'll leave a date telling you what day we'll be back on what time. So you can meet us there if you like. Venice-shaped drain, you've got the usual square and the circle. The semicircle, the flat bottom. The square with the corners cut off. A balloon shape, which is round at the top. And then comes to a sharp point at the bottom.
Not really sharp, a bit.
Square rectangle, and there's other shapes that sort of undescribable. Well, there's some hints. If you get lost for some reason, if you get to a manhole or you just get lost, follow the downflow of the water, follow the water the way it's flowing, and it'll lead you to an exit. It's good to take a basic medical kit with you.
Yeah, always.
Especially in septic, always often you slip and graze your arm or some part of the body.
Always.
Put antiseptic on it straight away.
Always.
You get diseases from the drains.
Yeah, so always diseases from drains. Very, very bad. You can catch AIDS. Always.
Fucking it up.
I mean, it's not really serious. We can laugh. I mean, we don't have to be really serious. Well,
if you want to join, well, we'll be glad to have you. The more the merrier.
yeah, the more the better, you know. The more people, the more, you know, more we can explore. You know?
Most of the drones we find through the mailways on the maps, and Codeplane will explain that to you on that side of this.
But most people are scared. Most people don't go down.
Well, they can't be scared if they found the tape.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, we're not going to leave it at the entrance, we'll be in at least.
some people just go there. No, they're scared. That's it. No, go very far inside.
We're going to leave this tape far inside.
Ah,
It's good to bring candles, so when
yes.
so when you stop, if there's no
Always.
manholes and you're in the dark, light your candles so you don't waste the batteries.
Always bring cameras because that's the main thing. Keeping your torch in good health. Because I mean, if it wastes, you're in trouble. I mean, you know, you walk back in the dark, which is very bad. You know, you hit poles on top of your head.
Don't just keep your torch on the ground. Look at the roof every so often. There might be a low-hanging pole or a piece of wood or something.
Well, our parents don't really know, you know, but
Mine do, but
yeah, you just do. But mine are, you know, strict parents. As I'm Greek,
and I'm half Aussie, half Swedish.
I go a cobble with my hair when I get home. You know. Parents say, "What's that?" You know, my hair. I'm finished.
Yeah, that's one thing you have to watch out for your parents. And the water works.
That's why always the border. But we've never come to a drain and the border work inside. Never.
The last Sunday, we went to South Yarra Drain and we walked for about 20 minutes and then it stopped and they were rebuilding it and the drain continued further on, but there was a section that was taken out. There was a scaffolding there, the walls were built and the roof wasn't. So we climbed up the scaffolding on top of the original drain that we just walked through. Ended up that there was an underground warehouse of some sort.
Yeah.
So what?
When you the helmets.
Yeah, that's where we got our drain blown helmets from. Yeah, well, if you're drain blown, you have to be a thief as well, you know, there's no way.
Not really. I'm not a thief. I never took the helmets.
I know you thieve everything else, but
Put your stuff on Dago.
yeah,
Do you mean this Dago? Now I normally steal it from you, know, but
and he says he doesn't flog nothing.
I saw it there, you know, and I took it. But it's not fair, you know. I mean, you just put it there. You never wanted it. You said so, you know. I just took it. Well, we really like brain sport. You know, it's really good, you know. Sometimes it's sort of something different, you know. It's not the everyday. Not the everyday. You go to work and then you come back. It's something different. Like I mean, I don't work, you know. I'm a bludger, you know.
I was working, but I'm moving over to South Australia, so we can start up another drain dwelling and Codeplane franchise in Whyalla, South Australia, if anybody knows where that is.
But we're really good people. Like if you met us, you know, well, right?
Yeah, we won't kill you straight away.
Yeah, after a while, you know. After about 5 minutes.
You'll get a fright when you see us, but that's usual. My mum said exactly the same thing.
Yeah, all camouflage, knives hanging out.
Yeah. How much is it for this thing? I can't see, you have a look.
No, another one is glass brick. Another
Yeah.
one, Uline, couple of stains. It's Uline.
It's hard to find, you have to... Codeplane will tell you exactly where it is on next. On the other side of the tape.
Bye-bye, dwellers.
They'll use the mailways, you know, and they'll tell you what map and the exact position of it so you can look it up in your own mailways. We can't tell you where it is to try to describe it because it's too hard. Yeah, that's alright, it's a nice one. Not the best, that's alright. A couple of waterfalls, 2 or 3 rooms, that's alright.
Yeah, it's worth exploring that one too. And this week we'll be going to a one in Q or something.
Yeah, around the Q area of the river.
It's off London, so you know, at the entrance.
Yeah, it's about 10 foot high, and about 5 foot of that is flooded with water.
Yeah, but
So one of us, which will be me, is going to go abseiling down the side of the drain, and it's going to walk through this 5 feet of water. There's a stairway going up.
I swear, this drain must be about nearly God size, I reckon. Yeah.
yeah, it is.
It is God size. Fucking hell, really too. Anyway, grouse drain. The only problem is we've got to find out where the bastard... Sloth! Fuck! Through of a major discovery! Woo-hoo!
How are we going to get this?
There's a fucking God duck in a hole cut into the top of it.
That's water. There's a waterfall. I can hear water.
An exit. It's just over there. The entrance is just over there. Let's go. Way to go.